So, this is about the game called Epic 7. Now, I want a disclaimer first. I'm not here to be intelligent. I'm not even sure why I'm here. But I can give you my personal perspective on a game that I've been playing daily without missing a day in almost 2 years now. My testosterone has gone down about 14%, and I'm pretty sure I have diabetes because of this game. I have a real bad problem with it. So, let me give you a weird premise to this. First of all, it's a 2D animation turn-based RPG. I'm not even into anime, which is super weird, and I don't even get it anymore. But the whole point of this is a gacha-based system, and if you don't know what that is, a gacha-based system is basically a legal form of gambling for small children, or any age for that matter, because I'm playing it and I'm old. So, so basically, let me get into it, and you'll have this summon system, and then you just kind of figure out who you want to play with, and you got all these kind of people, right? And you're just like, oh wow, look at all these people, all right? And you're like, cool. So that's pretty neat, right? Super cool. Some of them are really hard to get. Some of them are really easy to get and are no good. So there is that. And basically, what you're doing for the duration of your life, or at least mine, is just to play the same level, or seemingly so, with over and over again, pretty much all day or anywhere that you can. The grind is real in this game, and it's so much. I used to not really care about games like this, but for some reason, this did it. This did it for me. And it's the same thing over and over again. And most of the time, I just hit the auto button, put it in my pocket, and just see what pops out when it's done. That's pretty much what I do. I multitask like a mother. So like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I auto. I do this and I do that, and I auto. I do dishes, I auto. I do laundry, I auto. Drive a car, I auto. I do all the autos, right? So that's what I do. And you find your favorite characters, and you're like, ooh, look at this one. This one's super pretty. And everyone's like, oh my god. So that's cool, right? That's cool. But this game kind of ruined my life. And it's a problem. Because, you know, I don't understand. You know? It gotcha me, right? Gotcha me. Anyway, so there's a couple different themes to this. There is a lot of PvE, which there's all kinds of side stories that come out normally. There's hunts, which you can get gear for, and abyss, and spirit altars, with the little triangles and the little pizzas that help turn the gold stars into the dark stars, so you can awaken them, and they're all fucking crazy. And then there's Hall of Trials, which I'm not really sure, because it doesn't really do anything. World Boss is just like that. Labyrinth, it's just a time waster, I think. Yeah, I mean, pretty much it's as you grow, you'll be able to go a little further in all of these little categories in PvE. Then there's PvP. Firstly, PvP is an asshole. I was never good at any kind of PvP. I played Counter-Strike when I was like way back, and I sucked at it. And then Call of Duty came out, and then I sucked at that. And then Left 4 Dead, sucked at that. And then I sucked at all of those games that were any kind of close to PvP. So, regardless, firstly there's Arena. You put a group of 4 people together, and then you try to fight these new people, right? Well, Arena is pretty much a way to gear check and ensure that I'm not good enough. And you too. let's put it that way. If you ain't number one, if you ain't first, you're last. So, you're just not good enough. And then there's other forms of it called RTA, which is real time arena, and then you can kind of pick and choose. But honestly, I call this a psychological approach to gear check, and just also ensures that I'm not good enough. I'm just not good enough. I'm not good enough as a person, apparently, because I'm not good enough in this game. So that makes sense, right? Then there's Guild Wars, which I might add, I personally love my guild, and it's called Eat the Kitty. And yeah, I named it. I did. That's my fault. If you want to know more, I can tell you more. But Guild War, it's a systematic approach to gear checking and ensures that I'm still not good enough. And there's a whole group of us that know that we're not good enough, but we're getting better, and better. So there's that. Anyway, going back, because I wanted to touch on something real quick. There is a thing called expeditions. Those are asses. Ass hats. Total ass hats. So you got this little button right here. This guy is a secret shop. He looks like the devil. It makes total sense. At almost none, but that's okay. We have this guy, and he sends you to this. So when you do the hunts, you get these little pieces of paper, and then you're like, oh my god, and then you do this, and then you go through it, and then you get a little tiny shard, which, by the way, this game has like 1,000 currencies. I'll show you. Look at all the currencies. There's that many currencies. Okay, let me put it in perspective. Before this game, I played a game called Simon's Cat, which is a little cute little puzzle game, and it had 1,000,000 levels, and you just did the same thing over and over again, which I guess is the same kind of grinding, but I wasn't really into mobile games at all, like zero. So, with that said, I was like, all right, cool. And then I came to this, and I was like, why does it have it only had one currency? And then there was a couple little power-ups, and then that was it. So now it's just super, super weird. I mean, all in all, like, if you, for Epic 7, if you have the stamina, if you have the routine, if you love routine, and you just are just like, if you love to grind, which it's very uncommon these days around here, but you'll love this game. I think it's one of the prettiest things, because I really hate chibis. I really hate chibis, which is why I never touched Summoner's War. If I wanted to play Mario 64, I would play Mario 64. I don't want to play any game that looks like Mario 64 except Mario 64, or anything on Nintendo 64 for that matter. But, or even PlayStation. I'll do PlayStation. That's cool. Whatever. But I don't, but this is like, it's a very pretty way to show things. And I know it was a really bad overview, but I don't really give a shit. When you're in a parking lot at the McDonald's using the Wi-Fi to make a video, you do the best you can. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, yeah, that's about it. I think this is a good first start, and I will just keep pushing forward to doing better here. But I think I'm going to start making more Epic 7 content. I'm not really sure what, though. So I'm just going to kind of wing it for a while until somebody yells at me to do something specific. Alright? You take it easy. Don't hurt yourselves. Don't run with scissors. Brush your teeth. Shave. Anyway, talk to you guys later.